Today, will our answers to board game trivia be on point?
Or lost in the shuffle?
I think these darts points are in my hand.
Oh. Hospital, please. Eirik, how much do you think you know about geographic board game trivia?
I know some.
That's enough for me.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I've played Power Grid, I've played Ticket to Ride, and that's more geography than I learned in public high school.
That's what I'm banking on, because I am going to challenge you to a board game trivia challenge game. And here's how it works, I think, because I'm making this up as I'm telling it to you.
Okay.
We are going to have a map of United States. These United States, in fact.
Okay.
And our good friend Matthew Jute has put together 6 board game trivia questions, each answer of which is a location somewhere in the United States. We're going to go over to the big board, and we are going to have 6 darts at our disposal, and we're going to toss these pointy objects at the map to see whose dart is closest to the actual real answer to the question.
Wow. So this is both a trivia and a dexterity skill game.
It is. It's 2 games in one. No extra fee. I mentioned that there are 6 board game trivia questions in total. However, due to poor planning, the set of darts that I purchased only had 3 darts in each color. Okay, so you have 6 darts in 2 colors.
Okay.
Behold the Chazification of this game's rules, making it more complex than it needs to be. Our colored darts are for when we're confident, because the score is going to be twice the distance from our location. And for our black and white, we keep things simple in black and white. Our score is just going to be how many centimeters we are away from that dart. And you can mix and match. You can throw these in any order after you hear each question. So, but we're going to hear the questions one at a time.
Okay.
And then we add up all of our total distance, and the lowest score wins.
Interesting. All right. I like it.
All right. You do? Good. I'm surprised, because I'm not sure I dig it. But either way, let's go over to the big board and engage in some board game-based U.S. geographic trivia challenge.
Let's get to the point.
Better. 1 country, 2 men, 6 darts. Are you ready for this?
Absolutely.
The player that goes second, I believe, has a slight advantage. So I'm going to give you the choice of whether you would like to go first or second.
I'll go first this time.
Really?
I'm feeling that unconfident that I don't think it matters. So yeah, I'll go first.
All we need now is our first question. Great Western Trail has you herding cattle to board a train at Kansas City. But which big city does the train line end up at? Good luck.
Kansas City, and where does it end up at? Well, I'm going with Cattle Ground, which is like Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico. But I'm also wondering Boston, because going to the meat markets, Boston, Chicago.
That's a great distance away.
That's a great, those are, because you're not trying to make cows, you're trying to make meat. So I'm going Chicago area.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We'll see if that works. All right, Illinois, here I come.
Yeah, not bad.
Somewhere between Iowa and Missouri.
All right, I'm taking one of my unconfident darts.
Okay.
Because at first I was thinking, well, it's Great Western Trail. Do you end up on the West Coast, like in California? But I have no confidence in that whatsoever.
Okay.
So I think right off the bat, I'm going to get cheesy and cheeky. I'm going to just go right around Middle America, right around Kansas, Missouri. And that way, if it is Western, I'm ahead of you. But if it's Eastern, I'm not that far behind you.
Okay.
All right?
Good point.
Yeah,
Good point.
That's what I'm going for right here. Get in place. Here we go. Oh, worse.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I've played the game once.
Okay.
And, it's always depending on the time. Because depending on what time period it's set in, the West only went so far.
Oh.
But I don't remember what time period it's set in either.
Good point. That's a good
point.
So
we'll find out.
Find out right now. The answer is New York City, which scores you.
New York City?
New York City! They don't make a great
salsa anymore. Yeah. We watched the same TV growing up.
Ooh la la. Eirik takes an early lead. So that means for question number 2, you'll go first again.
Okay.
All right? And here's your questions. Sky Team, the cooperative game of landing a plane, has you cooperatively landing planes all across the world. Oh, right. Got that part. But which international U.S. airport is featured in the base game?
Now, I'm going to go with my gut on this one because, which is Atlanta, Georgia, ATL. It is one of the largest airports.
Okay.
And forever, the CDC has declared that if a pandemic was going to break out, it would start at ATL.
Interesting, because of all the international flights coming in?
Yeah, because it is one of the busiest international airports. So I'm going to go with that. Am I confident?
Are you confident?
Sure.
All right.
I'm confident.
Confident as well.
Okay. Now I just need to find Georgia. No, I'm just kidding. The state, not the country. All right. Here we go.
Not bad.
A little off the Carolina coast.
Yeah. I think I'm going to play it conservative one more time. And you make a really good point, especially with your CDC bonus trivia. But I think, just for the sake of trying to pull ahead, okay, I got to go for America's biggest cities, probably its biggest airports. It's got to be something in New York. All right?
JFK, LaGuardia.
Yeah, and at this distance, I mean, they're probably, close enough to one another. So I'm going to go with the New York area.
All right.
All right, here we go. I am honing in. Well, that's not the airport zone, but
you are in New York State.
Technically in New York.
Yeah, you're going to have to rent an Uber or something to get where your destination. Yeah.
Let's find out that it is Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Absolutely right. Your CDC trivia, I should have listened to you in your CDC trivia. That's what I should have done. Question number 3, in which you will be first dartist. SETI, the search for extraterrestrial life, tasks players with searching for traces of life beyond planet Earth. Where is the biggest telescope in the United States? Oh, I don't like that smile at all. Don't tell me you used to be like a telescopist.
No. But I do know this.
Okay.
I believe I know this, and this is because of the largest blackout area in the United States. There's a part of West Virginia. There's about a 30-mile radius where you get no cell phone reception. Okay. Because they don't want any interference with the big satellites. Okay. So there's a lot of people who have moved there that deal with like EMF sensitivity, or people that don't want to be around cell phones. Okay. So that I believe is where it's at.
Take your dart.
All right, here we go. Can we do this? What?
Well, you know what?
At least I know Ohio's next to West Virginia now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I was always under the impression that all of the big telescopes and everything are down in the New Mexico desert, because it's desert and there's nothing built around there in the first place. And the skies are clearer. So I'm taking old dart o' confidence.
Okay.
And I'm going right for the middle of New Mexico. Or the southern tip of New Mexico. Yeah, one of those. Well, nuts. The Keck Observatory is located on Mauna Kea, a dormant volcano in Hawaii. Yep. And question number 4 is, the quest for El Dorado has players racing through a dense South American jungle in pursuit of the legendary city of gold. Turns out, there's an El Dorado in the USA as well. Where is El Dorado, USA?
I'm going to go with New Mexico.
All right, I can see that.
Not Old Mexico, but New Mexico. But where in New Mexico? I have no idea.
How about there in New Mexico?
That's exactly where it is.
Oh, wow, and you went with a doubler as well,
I did.
Oh, I got 2 doublers left. I better use them.
You do.
I better not be Wisconsin. I'll tell you that. I'm thinking El Dorado sounds very Texan to me, perhaps. So I'm going to just go slightly east over into Texas.
Okay, fair enough.
Hedge my bets that way. All right, so here we go. Oh, my word! Oh. I'm in the middle of everything and near nothing. It's where I'm at.
Yeah,
I could tell as I was throwing it. I was like, you are throwing way too hard.
Winged it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably in California.
Or Hawaii again. I don't know. Okay.
Well, no, I'm thinking the gold rush.
Probably. Let's find out. El Dorado is a city of 18,000 people in Arkansas. Oh, hey, we're both doubling, so there's not going to be a huge discrepancy. And honestly, we're not that far apart in the radius around Arkansas.
So it kind of depends on where in Arkansas.
Exactly.
How this plays out.
Let's go find out.
All right.
In March, they have an annual Mayhaw Festival featuring a crawfish boil, a battle of the bands, a motorcycle parade, and a pool tournament. Hooray for El Dorado, Arkansas. All right, well, let's find out how this is going to play out.
Okay.
Question 5 of 6. Parks is a beautiful game that claims itself to be a celebration of the U.S. National Park System. But where was the first national park of the United States? I have no idea.
The first national park. I know who the president was. Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Right, but
yeah. I'm going to take this guy.
Okay.
No confidence dart.
Okay.
I'm thinking, slightly west of the Rockies. That general area between Nevada and Colorado, somewhere down that strip. But honestly, it could be East Coast, could be California, could be El Dorado, Arkansas. I'm going to have to use this turn to just hope I know the next one.
Iowa.
I'm going there for Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri intersection. That's where I'm going for, right there. Maybe a little west of that. Or a little south of that.
That is right on the border.
All right.
I think you're literally in Kansas City, Missouri.
Let's hope that there's a national park in Kansas City, Missouri.
There, right, yeah. I think I'm just going to go west, play the advantage of the position, and just hope. That's my big thought right there.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right in that strip I was talking about, too.
I know, right?
Let's find out that Yellowstone National Park was the first one in the U.S. established in 1872. It's located in the territories of Montana and Wyoming. Final dart?
Final dart? Final question?
Yes. And it's definitely, anybody's game at this point. Here we go. Question number 6 of 6. A lot of games get named after cities, but for some reason, the U.S. gets a little left out. According to Board Game Geek, where does the highest ranked game named after a city in the U.S. take place?
This is anybody's game.
Yes.
Anybody's game. My goodness. Does Suburbia count? Because I feel like it just...
Just anywhere?
Anywhere, really? Boy. I'm going with Vegas.
Ooh.
I'm going with Las Vegas.
Vegas Showdown, Lords of Vegas,
Las Vegas Royale, if you want to consider this another edition. I'm having a hard time coming up with anything else.
Okay.
To be perfectly honest.
Okay. That makes sense.
I mean, there's
make sense.
the Quest for El Dorado, Arkansas. That was a great game, but the Arkansas wasn't in the title, so
it's expansion.
It's the expansion. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I think you got it. I think that you figured it out.
Yeah.
So my only hope is to get right on Las Vegas.
Get closer to it. Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Here we go. Oh! You Robin Hooded that. Oh my word! Where's the dot for Las Vegas?
You're in it.
No! I am. I'm touching it.
Yeah. Yeah. You got a full-on bullseye out of that one.
Oh, what a great ending to the game.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Well, we gotta go figure out if we're actually right. Because if we're correct, this is gonna be a nail biter.
Absolutely. You may double 1 millimeter. We'll see. Come on, Seattle.
All right. Here we go. The answer is Lords of Vegas, which is ranked 548. It's Vegas.
It's Vegas.
It's Vegas.
It's Vegas.
Let's go measure some distances here.
Okay.
Oh my word. Am I 1 millimeter, would you say?
Barely, if that.
We'll take 1 and we'll double it.
Okay.
Okay. What do you got? That looks like 155.
That looks like 155.
Okay. 100 and 55. Well, this guy is going to go, he's going to be laminated and hung on the wall. Oh my gosh, what a finish.
What a finish. In fact, Chaz, you might want to think about never throwing a dart again because that was perfect.
There's no way in the world to top that.
Right?
Yeah.
Just quit while you're ahead. I mean, it's a great segment, and I'm sorry this is the last one, but end on a beautiful note, and just always remember your dart throwing ability.
I think you're absolutely right. And hey, quit while you're ahead. Family crest. That's our family crest.
Oh, is it? I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Right.
That's great.
All right, Eric. Well, while you present your game night pick suggestion, I'm just going to stand here like this with this look on my face.
Okay, just keep glowing from that successful win. That was amazing. Really was amazing.
Wow.
And in our search for various board games named after American cities, I'm choosing this one, New York, 1901. Fun game. This is great. It's a little blue-orange game that came out, and the thing I really like about it is it's a polyomino game in its core, but it's also got some cards to it. So there's a little more strategizing around it in terms of how you're able to control and take over the blocks and develop and build. So it's just a real fun, easy accessible, easy to teach game. Yeah, it was one of the first in my collection, to be perfectly honest. And
really?
I've held on to it all this time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I like it that much.
That is a testament to the game. I have held on to my copy of it too.
Yeah.
Thank you for making this excellent game suggestion and for the excellent dart challenge that you presented. Well done.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yes, I look forward to the next time that we can all toss the old tin. Until then, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again real soon. I just made that up. Toss the tin.
Toss the tin.
Hey, that's going to be a big
You
hit.
might want to Google that before you put it out there. Just saying. You never know these days.
Don't take tossing tin from me. Come on, let me have one. Just one.